Okay, so for this video, I am flipping through an old sketchbook. Now this one is from 2019. I started it in 2019 and finished it in mid-2020. So a lot of these are old. Well, I would consider these old. I do have a few sketchbooks that I made before this one in 2017, 2018, and so this is 2019. A lot of these are abstract, kind of floral looking, rosary, abstract drawings, combined with some characters and little designs. A lot of my older drawings are in black and white, but this sketchbook in particular is color. I used a lot of watercolor, which I haven't used for a couple years. I don't have any watercolors right now, actually. I just have markers. And so a lot of these are kind of unique. Now this style, I love this style, but I don't really plan on showing it too much on this channel. I plan on making futuristic, utopian, dystopian, cyberpunk, futuristic artwork because I've moved on from this style. I still draw like this every single day because it's good for practice. It's good for making confident lines, swirly, it's good for being confident with holding a pen and drawing on paper. That's basically why I like drawing in this way, but I've moved on from that. And so I might from time to time try drawing like this, but it's chaotic. It's all over the place, but I like it. I would say most of these drawings here in this sketchbook took about anywhere from 2 to 8 hours to make. I think on average it usually takes me about 3 or 4 hours. It depends on the sketchbook size though. This is a kind of medium-sized sketchbook, so it took about 2 or 3 hours to make a drawing like this back in 2019, but now I can make these drawings, I can make about 2 or 3 of these in an hour. So I've really improved on speed. I can really pump these drawings out fast. But it wasn't always like that. 2019, which was a couple years ago, I could only make 1 or 2 of these drawings every single day. Now I can make 20, 25. If I really focus and spend the time all day doing that, I could make 30, 40 of these. And looking back at this style, some of these drawings I do actually really find inspiration from, and I'm going to take little pieces from the sketchbook and add them into future drawings because I really do find some of the ideas, the creativity was a lot better a few years ago. I'm still creative, but I feel like these first few sketchbooks were the most creative, and I need to get back into really reinventing, combining ideas together. That's what I did a lot. I combined various subjects, put them together, maybe 3 or 4 things, and then try to make something out of it. It comes out random, it comes out weird sometimes, but that's kind of the point. The point I kind of want to get across is I want to make drawings that make you wonder, curious, like a child. You know, when you're a child, you look at the world and you're curious about everything. This sketchbook is kind of what that is. It's kind of, you look at these drawings and you're like, what is this? What's the point? And that is the point. The point of this sketchbook is to go, what is the point of this sketchbook? And that's why I like these sketchbooks. I like these older ones. So some of these are, I didn't really draw too many robots or futuristic stuff in this sketchbook. A lot of it is, I actually drew a lot of animals and some kind of aliens, kind of things that are alive. I don't really draw that. I've been into drawing AI robots, artificial stuff. So I want to draw more cats. I think a Catstronaut comic would be interesting. You know, cats exploring the galaxy in astronaut suits, something like that. But right now I'm focused on character design, and there's a lot of things that I want to do. So I'll take parts of this sketchbook, write them down, write the ideas that I like, and then move on to the next sketchbook. I have a rotation of about 4 sketchbooks right now that I'm going in and out, back and forth, in between all of these 4 or 5 sketchbooks that I have. It's a lot going on, but I like having a lot of sketchbooks that I'm drawing in at the same time. Of course, having 1 or 2 is a little bit easier because you can focus and not get so distracted by the mess. Well, it's a mess that I've created, but I like the mess. I like a little bit of chaotic disorder. So these drawings I used Pigma microns, some fine liners, I think 005, 01. My favorite is the 005, the finest nib I can get. I also do use a lot of technical pens, Rotring isographs, Staedtler Marsmatics, Koh-i-Noors. I haven't tried out Faber-Castells, but there's a few different technical pens where you can refill them with ink. I like those a lot. But right now I do use a lot of Pigma microns and some Staedtler fine liners. I haven't used those in a while. There's a lot of different pens to choose from. I've tried a lot. I've tried pretty much all of them. And so I've moved on into fountain pens. I use a few different fountain pens because they're satisfying, they're smooth on the page. There's a lot of different variety when it comes to fountain pens, and so that's why I like those. And but fine liners are a good base to start from, and that's why pretty much everyone uses them. I mean, if you're an artist and you draw, I mean, who doesn't use Pigma microns? So this is also a Moleskine sketchbook, which I pretty much all I use is Moleskine sketchbooks. But I have, from time to time, I'll venture, and if I see a sketchbook that looks like a Moleskine, I'll get it. Because a Moleskine sketchbook, in my opinion, is just pure high quality. The paper, the outside, it's durable. It looks durable, it feels durable, it just feels good. And so that's why I use it. So I think what I'll do is release one of these sketchbook flip-throughs, maybe once a week, or yeah, because I have a stack. I have a few dozen of these sketchbooks that are full, and so I'll do one of these a week until they're all shown, and then I'll of course continue to do that with the sketchbooks that I'm drawing in now. And so that should be interesting. That should be fun. Maybe there's a few drawings that you can get inspired by or you like. Now, my intention with a lot of these drawings back then was to make these towers and buildings kind of seem otherworldly, gigantic, hundreds of thousands of feet in the air, hovering, hanging over the person standing underneath them. And that's what some of these drawings, I hope they conveyed. But I didn't really draw any people. I should have drawn like little microscopic people at the bottom staring up at these colossal, gigantic mechanisms or whatever. So I want to do more of that. I want to make buildings. I want to make gigantic skyscraper space stations. That's a good combination. I don't know. There's various ideas. There's lots of things that I could do. So that's what I'm going to start with. Gigantic dome skyscraper cities. Now, something I just thought about is maybe I could go back into these pages and add more color to the black and white drawings, but I don't want to mess up what was there. I don't want to go and redo the black and white drawings because I've seen them a lot and I don't want to change them, but also I'm kind of curious what they would look like if I used some markers or watercolors. But I guess I'll just leave them alone and maybe try to recreate the drawings inside of a new sketchbook. So as of right now, today, what I'm working on is vehicles, cars, and sort of tanks. I'm trying to draw axles and wheels and getting them in the right place, the right perspective. It's kind of it's difficult, but I like mechanical features, things that move and connect together. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on, tanks. And so that's all I had to say for this sketchbook. I have a couple more coming here this month. So that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.